What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, y'all, I will be reviewing, recapping Love and Hip Hop, season 8, 10, whatever. I'll look it up later on. Whatever episode, I'll put in the description box. Since I'm tired of this damn show. I don't know if it's 12, 13, 14, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever the heck it is. Um, yeah. So, shout out to my YouTube family. Let's pick up, I usually go by characters, whatever. Just get out the way. Jacquay, we pick up where we left off. And Snoop, who, even though she's in the credits, and they kind of doing the same thing with Juju, kind of a little bit Lanny's, a little bit Yanny's, a little bit more in there, whatever. But here you have two main characters who is a credit, and you don't really see them. It's kind of almost the same, like, it can be applied to Trick Daddy and Trina in Love and Hip Hop Miami. But we did see Trina. She did come in there, collect points. She was in there for a second, for one scene in the thing. So we got it where we pick up where we left off. Snoop is trying to encourage Sophia to go get her man. She goes over to the table to save your equation. She goes apologize and whatever. And she's like, we're just gonna keep it as is. Where I'm just gonna say I'm just apologize. Okay? And Kevin's like, well, I don't accept your apology. And it's like, okay, whatever, Jacquay. All right, whatever. But then Cayenne kind of feels some type of way with it because it's like, okay, she's thinking, I guess she's gonna take my man, and she like this, oh, so you with Sophia the thotty, whatever, and Sophia's like, I ain't that. Well, I wasn't talking to you, but okay, but you're talking about her, you know what I mean? Like, okay, she's right there, you're going about it. So this is where it was. So they go back and forth. Next minute, Cayenne shakes the table, okay. And they had to pull them back. But really, that's what all she did. She was shaking the table, y'all. We were getting all this, okay? Just all this. Yeah, this is here. Shaking the table. And they pulled them back and left. So we have a later scene where Cayenne has a live band. And because the previous I was confused. And I'm still kind of confused, like, well, maybe, like, certain things trigger something things. So I'm kind of wondering, will she go more into that in detail? And she goes... Like, she was talking, I didn't get a chance to listen, but at least they have it where, it's music from the artist from her, okay? And she's talking about, after she heard a little rap in the live band playing in the background, not bad. Mariah Lynn and Jacquay come in there. And she explains, Mariah's like, how's y'all going? Blah, 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 as far as the relationship, whatever. And then she started going into like the Sophia the Body thing, and she came in with Safari, all this stuff, whatever, blah blah blah. And he, she suddenly was like, I just want to say that when I was like 15 years old, something like that, a couple years ago, I had jaw surgery, and I was going to lose my life. I was there for 3 months, and I just don't want to go through this anymore. And then she started crying. Honestly, I'm not trying to be funny, but I didn't see her with any tears, or maybe she wiped them off the time, whatever. But she's down there on her knees crying. They had to pick her up for a second. And she's like, I'm not trying to go away. I've been through some trouble, blah, blah, and did this, and I just couldn't do this anymore. I'm just like, huh? So the Sophia trigger, or I don't know if it's a disrespect, because like I said, she didn't go into details, but hopefully she get that straight out. But Jacquay, her, are fine. But like I said, he already spoke to her, and they on good terms supposedly. Because they have another scene that Safari went and DJ Self, and then they talking. And Safari's that I apologize. She said she was still in love with you, and I just was trying to think I was doing the right thing just to see whether y'all can reconcile. But he wasn't trying to cause any problems and blah blah blah. I'm just like, I just hope that's just over with, period, because, it's like, Sophia the Body is always going to be the see of the body, whatever. Jacquay is like, refusing to forgive her or whatever, and I hate to see she really was cheating and stuff really bad, because that puppy caused a lot of damn trouble, okay? That is. So, but anyways, Mariah Lynn goes to meet up with Richie Dollar. She needs to talk to a friend. She kind of admitted, like, actually she had more feelings for Richie Dollar, which is no matter, because Richie's one of them dudes, like, who's forever still in the stage where they're kind of really allergic to, man over you, whatever. There are certain people, regardless how older they get, whether they hit 30, 40, 30 and beyond, or 50 beyond, they're allergic to commitment or serious relationships and long terms or whatever. You'll get a good, maybe the best you get is a good ass situationship, and that's it. So she said, like, that's why she retaliated by going with Cisco and see how many problems it was, blah blah blah. But she basically just wants Rich there to be there for, the BS going on with the Dream Dial situation and the Bree, blah blah. She said how Bree, of course, was trying to attack her or jump over a table on an event. We all know, a couple episodes ago, Mariah Lynn was giving us, Mortal Kombat 2017 version. Okay, finish her, whatever, go jumping around the table when she was talking about that woman was talking about, Dream Doll was talking about her mom. I heard recently that Dream Doll and her reconciled, I think, based on some Instagram picture. I don't know for sure, but that's only one. It was in my feed. And I haven't heard Bianca's song, but I do need her. I heard it was fired from, like, seeing Bonnie Blues, whatever, and it's a diss track to Dream Doll. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about everything, because like I said, I'm so tired of this. Okay, we have. Let's see. I want to get really quick. Jonathan, realized he doesn't know we're going to love again. He's just going through stages, but it was kind of a sad and interesting part of this episode with his story. Now, I don't know if his father was present, but Jonathan goes to meet with his sister, and he kind of explains a little bit about, he have this unfortunate thing called, gay conversion therapy, where they try to shock and traumatize a person to force them to be straight or not straight, or not correct in God's eyes, or society's eyes, whatever. So their mom, Jonathan's mom, has sent him down to the DR when he was 10 years old, because to straighten it out. And it wasn't just like people disciplining him. They're shocking him, they're interrogating hours in the room and doing all this other stuff they have no business doing, period, even if he was an adult. And he one time asked, I guess, I don't know how much time he was there, but he was saying, he was trying to ask his mom to bring him back, and she thought it was the best thing because she just was tired of him getting bullied, thought it was best, whatever. But the sad part is, I don't know if that conversion was fast, but she was basically paying or sending him somewhere where he was still being bullied, tortured, humiliated as well, unfortunately. So actually, it didn't make the situation work better in the first place, let alone. And then you're paying these sick ass fuckers, or having these fuckers, in responsibility of your loved one, or especially in this case, a child, for that stuff. So he admits that he still has resentment, forgiveness, and how you have to forgive for yourself instead of more so for the other person. So it's a part that he needs to heal and move on, because he actually does have, like, a good relationship with his mom. He, talks to her, regularly, everything. So he does end up meeting with his sister and the mom to explain, because he was afraid that his mom was going to kind of be terrified, feel guilty. And she was at first, like, once he explained, like, the shocks and stuff, but she didn't know the stuff was going on. And he first was scared to tell her, but it was good he did come out. But she was like, I'm so sorry, saying for that. But him and his sister are loving life. They live in a good note, like, at least, even though this happened, and there was a PTA after PSA. What is that PTA? Lord forgive me, y'all. PSA, after he met with his mom and his sister, about the version of stopping this stuff, 1-800 numbers and stuff for that. And I mean, so hopefully he got the closure that he needed, and think at least, that he has his mom and his sister, and she's, realizing, like, oh, I'm so sorry, but it's not, it wasn't a bad outcome. So after that, we got this trip thing going on. We got Yandy talking. But first, we got one scene. We had Bree, and Trina was there for a video shoot. Trina Lee's whatever. I think she's supposed to be the mentor of Bree. And we already have it where Rich Dollars and DJ Webstar, and he talks to her Bree about okay, you may be good with this talent and stuff like that, but you gotta be careful. You're the common denominator while a lot of shit happens as well. Okay. And that's the whole thing, is like this episode was like stopping conflict or certain things from the past we're gonna bring the future or whatever. And Bree's response as usual is just like, well, I'm not trying to do anything unless people have started, blah blah blah, whatever. And we all know Mariah Lynn is kind of somewhat being blamed for us if she starts, because she used to be, for like I said, she had no right actually attacking Sophia, but it was what it was. But as far as this other stuff, like, she's not provoking it. There's other people that's provoking it shit. Because she didn't have even problem with Dream Down, okay? You know, Bree saying like she would, Mariah Lynn has all these problems with her. I didn't recall. I don't know. It just seemed like she was put in that position because other people put her in a position, not because she tried to provoke anything. Or am I just not paying attention? I could have sworn that she wasn't really doing that. And so we got also this thing. Juju wants Jonathan and Mary Moss talking about, and I think Yandy meets with them too, where at the chocolate bar, something like that, lounge. And they're talking about doing something, I think, at St. Matt's, because after all these hurricanes as well, about doing something. And Yandy, no, not Yandy, I think was the one who was making a suggestion that, you know what, not only do we need to go ahead and promote, help, not help, but promote, help out there, but we need the young girls happen. You know, Remy and I was already like, oh, great, this bullshit, whatever, right? And so they're thinking about going down there, of course, all helping. And also getting the help of the young girls, Dream Doll, Bree, Dream Doll versus Mariah Lynn and Bianca, but trying to come to terms where we can work together, like it's bigger cause than that, at least be cordial, like, okay, these people ain't got no lights, some of them got lights and all the stuff that's happening, be humble yourselves, okay, because it's really a bunch of BS of what they're going through in the first place. So, they got a later scene. It's like I said, it really was not that damn much this damn episode that stands out. Oh, by the way, before we get into that, Little Mo again, we see her. First, she picks up her husband from fighting practice at all. Already, like I said, he already had a fighting event, and it was so-called fighting or the shaking up the table already, right? So Little Mo was like, again, she is sick and tired, sick and tired, whatever, and this is on her last straw. So she asked Carl about, the darn, thing with the IG. He had nerves on that to say, well, here's what happened was my promoter said that I should go ahead and, promote this darn, my boxing. And then she was like, well, why did you block me then? I accidentally. Now I was like, you know what? You are full of shit. I felt like saying through the screen. Now, I could even understand you accidentally press a button, you got the hearts on Instagram or certain things. You even have to be careful YouTube or, I don't be on Facebook no more, but the likes where we have to be very careful that you meant to say like and accidentally dislike, or you might accidentally like the comment. You're just strolling down and you're right section, and you have to sometimes unlike it to make sure, like, I wasn't trying to like this stuff. I was just strolling down the comments. But for him to have nerves audacity, that's what any darn thing, I think, on most social media sites, if you're blocking somebody, it has. Is this your final answer? Are you sure? So for him to even say that shit was a complete insult itself, because there have been people, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Whatever. I had to, for certain people, I blocked people, YouTube, Facebook, and even Instagram. And it asks us the same damn thing. Like, are you sure? Is this your final answer? Blah, blah, blah. And, well, like YouTube, really more so Google Plus, but you get what I'm saying. But Little Mo had to give us a little, also a little, some info, like, the only way you block is if you do this, blah, 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 which she is right. So she, again, I don't know where we're going to go, I don't know what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. So we got a later scene where, I don't even know, they said music from the cast. This is young boy. I'm not trying to mess up the child name. I know his last initials B. But he's a 18-year-old little boy pop star. Yandy's managing him now. And he was honored to meet Mo. Little Mo meets Yandy up there to talk to her. She's like, my marriage, and I'm tired of this, whatever. And Carl Q, well, I guess if he's able to stalk her in another state, wouldn't be no difference up here in the same damn city, right? So he pops up with some flowers, and it's the exact same fucking conversation damn near it was North Carolina and in between. I love you, and I'm willing to give a chance. And she hugs him and stuff, but it's still the same thing. I don't know, but I love you. I'm willing to make this work, whatever. And okay, Mom. Okay, whatever. All right. Good luck with y'all marriage. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. I'm just like, this is sad that this is actually her storyline. Here she's talking about a career, but have we seen Mo in the studio? shit with a webcam microphone. Have we ever seen anything that shows that she's been working really on her music to get herself out there or anything? Her storyline's been Carl is him sending dick pics around and hitting Instagrams and his boxing career, at least him training. But I'm just saying, it's not even focusing on her talent. Yeah, we see her singing in the damn park and stuff the first damn episode, second episode, whatever episode she came in, but that's it. But it's really more so about Carl and his cheating as opposed to you keep saying I'm going to focus on career, but you haven't done anything. Just like that's like downsizing, just like the fact that Snoop, we're having to go into games and stuff like that. But like I said, what is her storyline? They got her on the side. It's a side person, like a friend of the show. Okay, whatever. So they decide that they're gonna have a meeting, but beforehand, y'all, there was a part that Richie, I think there was Bree, Yandy there, and whatever happened to Brandy? Yandy and Rich's business. Remember they were supposed to have a business or a record company, and that just womp womp womp. So, anyways, he was for like a diabetic association, some I think it was nonprofit or something, asked him to speak, and his mom was there as well to talk about him the complications, but not this this illness does not mean it's over with. You take care of yourself and stuff, just encouraging words dealing with a chronic complications and illnesses like life doesn't stop just because you have diabetes. Okay, you can with a proper measure take care of yourself, can survive and still move, live your life. And so I also seen this. They had it in the thing, but you notice, I guess they were doing it for the kids. Both Peter Guns and Tara was there. And last week, supposedly the online, Amelia Butterfly is getting ready to do the divorce paper finally, but we'll see from there. But like I said, they were there for the kids too, while they were together for Rich Guns event. So they go decided Yandy and Bree and Rich and I think DJ Self was there. I don't know. Nav wasn't there this episode, I noticed. Or if he was, they didn't have it out. There. I guess maybe we'll see him next episode, or he's just being with his girl Ashley, since she's with Child, whatever. So maybe he might have faded out. We don't know. So they're talking again about Bree being a commandant, and they're like, okay, you doing these moves and stuff as far as like this business moves, but you need to get your ish together, stop back for it's the same damn conversation. And you got somebody say, I know, no, I'm the victim, or I know, I gotta get myself together, blah blah blah. But what's really being done about it? We're just gonna fast forward to the last damn scene, y'all. Now, Remy Ma and Yandy, before Yandy comes there, she has, a tote box, a little tote thing, to bin, whatever. And she has that because she wants the girls to put their shoes in. And that wasn't a bad idea considering that Debbie Brandon, who had to remind us she spent $1,400 on the shoes, had, damn near was about, book right in the head on Bree's head the first third episode. So she makes first Bree, on Bianca and Brian Lynn comes in, and then we got Dream Doll. Dream Doll decided I'm gonna put my difference aside, blah blah blah, and Bree. So Remy did ask questions like, okay, basically like how to resolve this and what's going on. And Bree again is like, I haven't started anything. I haven't started no beat, but I did do ever this song. It's interesting that Remy mom was saying it's still consequences even if you decide to even do a a diss track. And I was kind of wondering she should know, that's the sheep is still a classic, but you know what I mean, Okay. But anyways, she was just saying, even when you do that, you have to deal with the consequences of doing that. So then it'll get back for Brie Brand. All of a sudden, got one person was like, I'm trying to secure is bad. Well, make sure, because, it wasn't even her saying things. It was Remy talking about, you got to make sure, because when you do certain things, that, you have to make sure you get these tour dates, blah, 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 blah. And here you got Bianca, they got subtitles like this. Well, I still get shows, blah, 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 and I knew that, okay, here they go again. So, blah, 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 bitch, you done the bitch, that, and, gotta have security shit, the ones. And then, that's the end of the episode. I'm sorry, I probably missed some stuff, or probably I did, I don't know. But it was nothing that really stands out, like I said. Oh, by the way, Mariah Lynn's telling Rich, when she was talking to him, that, Rich is like this. I mean, it's good that she has love for me, but I got the same feelings. And On top of that, I could have sworn this was said when Brian's talking about you need to get rid of your artist. He's like, yeah, as long as you give me that the pink matter or something like that. And I'm sitting and she can actually kiss him on the lips. So I'm like, is she gonna be that fucking rich? I'm like, oh my goodness, okay. And is he still fucking out? I don't know what the. I can't. I can't. But anyways, y'all, hugs and loves, and we're gonna pick that next episode because, like I said, they were about to fight again or jump over the table, whatever. You know what I mean? And they need to be careful, like not. Hopefully, they don't hit, especially Remy. I know she probation stuff, but she, I don't know, if y'all remember Pam Grier and stuff. Like, I'm not saying Remy Ma would like put some razor blades in her, in her hair and shit, whatever. With whatever, and just in case. But I'm just saying is, you need to be careful. You ready to fight somebody, and the way they're doing that, they could possibly, if they're able to get over to the other person, depending which way they go. As long as they go, they don't hit Yanny or Remy Ma, whatever. It's just saying that, what do they actually get bumped to hit? Just saying, Remy Ma. Play with. Oh, okay. All right. But hugs and love, everybody. Don't forget, subscribe, like the video, like, share, and I'll see you on the next one.